To quote Rev Run, only the stupid farmer goes to harvest crops where he didn't plant any seeds. And to quote one of the 7 habits from Stephen Covey's world-renowned book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you have to begin with the end in mind. And that's how we should all live our lives, with the end in mind, with the end always at the back of our minds. We should live every day living up to the eulogy that we would want our loved ones to speak on our behalf as we come to the end of our lives. We should begin with the end in mind. So what are the words that you would want to be spoken about you at the end of your days? These are the words that you should live up to and stand by as you live your life, because these words represent you. They are your beliefs and your values. And if you live your life living up to these words, you will live a good life, because you would have lived your life by the words that you stand for. When you go out into life every day, ensure that you are planting positive seeds at home, at work, with friends, with family, and with the strangers that you meet in the street. Plant those positive seeds everywhere, because what you give out into life, life will give back to you. Just smile at someone and you'll see. Give out a smile and you'll get one back. And that's the way it works. The law of attraction dictates that what you think about, how you act, what you put out into life, life will send back to you. Try it and see. Think positive and grow positive. But you need to be very careful. The negative conditioning of life that's acting on you all of the time will encourage you to think negative. And if you do, those negative thoughts will grow and life will send you all the negativity that you think for yourself. It is imperative. Your life depends on you to think positive, to go for it in your life. Because if you don't, you will become filled with regret, bitterness, failure and resentment. And believe me, because I'm witnessing it right now. When you watch someone who has spent their whole life being miserly, negative, living within themselves, never taking their chances, closing down their life every day, living fearful, with no joy in their lives, with no sense of fun, with no gratitude in their attitude, living life as a victim, because as the older they got, the worse it got, because life sent them all that they thought about and all that they wished for, and their dreams came true in a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is not a nice thing to witness. So this is a warning. Heed this warning. Do not let this happen to you. If you are not happy, you will know it. And deep down, way deep down inside of you, you will know that it's your fault. If this is you, and if you have the wisdom, the courage to acknowledge this and to change, you can turn your mentality around. And in doing so, you can turn your life around. But sadly, there are many out there, and you've seen them, you know them, we all know them. There are many out there who can't make the change, who can't see, because they are blinded by negativity, by fear, and by the perspective of looking at life through the eyes of a victim. They are doomed to live a miserable life, and they will be visited by the very fear, failure, loneliness, resentfulness that they created for themselves in their life. To quote the ghost of the Christmas past, they are shackled in life by the chains that they forged for themselves in their life. Believe me, when you witness this and you see it all well up in them as they realise that they wasted their life, it is not a pretty sight. So at all costs, do not let this happen to you. Do not do this to yourself. Your life is in your hands. It is up to you. What you make of it is up to you. So, make sure that you are planting positive seeds.